Job 19. Here Job is being falsely accused by his so-called friends, who were the elders of the church, if you like, of his day. He says, "If it is true that I have erred, my error remains with myself." And that is so true. So often it happens that a group of people, it could be a family, it could be a church, it could be a denomination, decide that, oh, this person, this individual has sinned, and he's sinned against us, and we therefore have to investigate and forgive him. No. The guy has sinned against God, maybe against somebody else. And that's where the sin is. To start saying, oh, somebody in another country who I hear has had an affair, or, I don't know, done something wrong with somebody else, oh, I'll take that as, oh, they've sinned, I have to decide whether or not I shall forgive them. No, it's nothing to do with you. And even within church life, somebody sins, we all sin. Yes, they sinned against God, and I guess against somebody or some other persons. Is it for everybody else to say, well, we shall decide whether or not to forgive them and whether or not they're repentant? This kind of thing not only splits communities, splits families, splits relationships, splits churches, it also wrecks your own personal walk with the Lord. Because by doing this, you are doing what the friends were doing, which was to play God, as if you are some global moral policeman who has to get involved in everybody's sin and decide to forgive people or not. Why do we want to do that? It's what psychologists would call transference. You and I know that we sin, okay? And that we should be judged for our sin. We know that subconsciously, but it's very easy to transfer that sin onto someone else and say, oh, this person has sinned, let me judge them, let me get involved and condemn them. No, deal with yourself. And, you know, you'll find life is a lot more peaceful when you're not having to run around being involved in everybody else's sins or possible sins and what degree you're going to grant them forgiveness. You can't worry about that, because it is nothing to do with you. If other people have sinned, they sin for themselves. If I have sinned, Job says, my error remains with myself. Let's learn from this terrible experience of Job, and let's not let his sufferings be wasted, but let's learn the lesson.